In the beginning of the drama, we see our female lead Iran. She is a dedicated and honest girl in her work. Today she sees her own boss removing the labels of expired items and putting new ones. It means that he was not bothered about the health of others. Seeing all this, she got very angry. How can you play with the lives of others like this? Her words were not going to have any effect on him. After that, when a child comes to buy something she was forbidding him, don't buy it, as it is expired. But he went straight and complained to his mother. Now the victim's mother is the owner of the shop's competitor, and he started taking out his anger on Iran. How dare you tell them all this? Well, it is my work. I can do whatever I want. Who are you to interfere? Due to this, she was fired from the job today. He also said that she will not get any salary because the contract between employee and boss was not signed between them. She gets very angry and says, "Okay, if you do not give me my salary, then I will also go to the police station and file a report against you." How my health deteriorated due to eating expired food. Now hearing this, the owner has been forced to transfer some money to her. This was the only job of the poor girl, and she lost it too. Now on the other hand, we see our male lead of this drama, Xiaomu, who is the owner of a very big, luxurious hotel. Well, he is perfect in everything. He does not want any problem here. As soon as he reached the hotel, he gets the news that a customer is not satisfied with their service. She had some complaints. Till date, there has been no complaint about their hotel. He did not leave any bad reviews, and this is what our hero is proud of. So no one has the courage to say anything against them. Now, as soon as he came to know that the lady's problem has to be solved, he himself reaches her. Even to satisfy her, he had to drink the shower water, and he apologizes to her. "I will not make such a mistake next time." Seeing this, the customer becomes very happy. It is okay. Now later, because of drinking the shower water, his health also deteriorated. He thinks, "I should not have done this. I don't know what all I have to do to satisfy others." Now they needed a button to put in the hotel, and the assistant is saying, "Look, give me a day off today. Today is Valentine's Day, and I also need to rest. You keep making me work all day long." Now he complains a little to him. So here our hero says, "Okay, I will go to get that button. Tell me the address and name of that person from whom you have to get it." On the other hand, we see Iran. Today she had not only lost her job, but another bomb also explodes on her head. Her boyfriend was trying to cheat her since a long time. She gets very angry, and she picks up the glass of water lying in front of her and pours it on him. She also starts saying, "Don't show me your unlucky face from now on." And then she directly goes to her best friend, whose name is Pan. She shares all her sorrows and pain with her only. Anyway, she was also getting angry on her boyfriend that he cheated you. Well, she had booked a room in a luxurious hotel and told her to enjoy herself as she wished. Today you can have fun. Now we are shown the same button near Pan, which our hero also needed. Even after making her wait for so long, our hero had not yet reached Pan to take the button. How could he have reached there as he was stuck in a meeting? Now, Iran says, "Okay, if you want to leave from here, you can go and give me the button. If someone comes to take it, then I will definitely give it to him." Now Pan had left from there thanking her. After some time, our hero Xiaomu reaches there. Iran gives him the button. Now his stomach is upset due to drinking the shower water. He asks her if there are any toilets nearby. Then Iran tells him, yes, there is a public toilet nearby. When they reach there, Xiaomu feels very bad after seeing the toilet. But what can he do now? He is helpless and he has to go there. He tells Iran to wait for him outside, but she herself was drunk, so she runs away from there. Anyway, after seeing the condition of the toilet here, he changed his mind, and in the meantime, the button also fell down. Now, with great difficulty, he had to pick it up, and he came clinging to it and handed it over to her assistant. Now, Iran had reached the same hotel directly, where her best friend had made the booking. She was going to stay here today, and this is not any other hotel, but our hero Xiaomu's hotel. She was looking very happy after coming here because for the first time in her life, she got to see so many fun things. Now she was making so much noise that her neighbors complained about her to the assistant, and the assistant immediately called his boss. He told him, "Okay, you don't worry, I will take care of her somehow. I myself will go to talk to that girl from now on." Then he comes and sees that the girl was none other than Iran. Just as he was about to leave after saying everything, she hugs him from behind. Actually, she had become very drunk. She even refused to recognize our hero here. She said, "I have never met him before." Well, it becomes very difficult for him to handle her. He gets very angry. Now, as he was going to lift her and make her lie down on the bed, he slipped and fell on the bed with her. Now, before he could say anything, she made his life miserable by thinking him to be her ex-boyfriend. The next day, as soon as her hand was on his chest, he tried to move her aside. But as soon as she got up, she pushed him and asked, "What are you doing here?" He starts showing the injury mark on his head and asks, "Don't you remember how you behaved with me last night? If I want, then I can complain against you. But don't worry, I will not do anything like this." It is Iran's habit that she was not going to accept her mistake at all. Now, because of the ruckus she created last night, she has to give them some compensation. The poor girl was dying to pay the money because earning money is not an easy task. She had lost her job as well. Now, because of this, some girls were gossiping among themselves. Look what a strange girl had come to this big hotel today. She booked a room for herself for one night, but she was not able to get money to give compensation further. Here, Iran was just roaming around and she comes to that girl and says, "How dare you talk like this about someone? Now do you know how difficult it is to earn money?" Then she says the staff here has no manners at all. She was quite angry at them. After coming home, she gave bad reviews to Xiao Mu's hotel. She had said whatever happens will be seen. The staff there was not good at all. Both Iran and Xiao Mu had a very different lifestyle. Well, they do not match with each other at all. Let's see how their life story starts. Now we are shown a scene in the hotel where a girl whose name is Ling has been liking Xiao Mu for a long time, and even she wanted a project from him. She has come to talk about this only, but our hero does not pay much attention to her. Seeing all this, she gets angry and leaves from there. For the first time in his life, someone had given bad reviews to his hotel. Everyone was gossiping about this. Let's see what Xiao Mu does. Well, he handles this whole thing very well. Yes, it is a good thing that someone has given bad reviews about us. This way we will get a chance to correct our mistake. Seeing his behavior, everyone is appreciating. Wow, he is really worthy of becoming a boss. Well, the girl, because of whom he got these bad reviews, means she was not a good staff. First, Xiao Mu fires her from the job. Later, he searches for Iran so he can meet her and apologize to her, and it's possible that in this way she'll delete her bad reviews. Now, as he came to know that she has come to a very scary place for some shooting, he also reaches there. But she was also secretly listening to his conversation, which reveals that Xiao Mu was asking her about his hotel. He has come to delete the bad reviews. Now she gets very angry. So she scares him away from here. His condition had worsened a lot. Now, he doesn't think of anything else, so he comes to meet Pan and says, "Your friend who came to stay in our hotel, can you tell me about her and where she stays?" Actually, I want to apologize to her that her experience in our hotel was not good. This is what I wanted to say to her. Then Pan says, "Yes, it's okay. I will tell you the address of her house. You can go there and apologize. I know that she is very kind-hearted and will forgive you. And yes, today is her birthday too, so take a gift for her. She will definitely be happy to see this." On the other hand, we see Iran at her home. Today, she was looking for a cake for herself. It was her birthday, and the poor girl has no one else, so she had to celebrate alone. While the other hero comes to the store to buy a gift, just then again, that lady whose name was Ling intimidates him. She still wants a project from him, and also says, "For whom have you come to buy a gift?" Then he also says, "Yes, there is someone special for me. I just don't think it's appropriate to tell anyone about her." Now, after making Iran wait for a long time, the delivery girl brought the cake, and her little daughter is also with her. Now, the heroine of our drama was very sweet, so she immediately gives them a piece of cake and says, "You can eat it together, and yes, don't worry, I will give 5-star reviews to your hotel." They had just left from there when our hero tries to enter her house. She is not going to let him in and says, "Look, I know that you have come to get those reviews deleted, but I am not going to do that at all." But our hero somehow enters there. Now here he also says, "Okay, I am not asking you to delete all the bad reviews that you have given in our hotel. Rather, I have come to offer you a job." Would you like to become a sleeper in my hotel? All you have to do is inspect and tell us about any work that is wrong there, and we will fix all those things. Now hearing this, Iran is overjoyed. Wow, such a good job offer, and how can she refuse it? She is about to answer him when suddenly she slips and falls straight on him, and the scene gets cut. Now he finally accepts her job offer. The next day, she is taken to the hotel. She is very happy that she has got a chance to stay here for free, and on top of that, she has a lot of fun. She will also taste the food. Now, they have already signed the contract. Out of happiness, she lies down on the bed, and just then the whole staff brings food for her. Well, here our hero is taking a lot of care of her, and seeing this, her respect increases in Iran's heart. Just like I had thought that he'll be very grumpy, but he does not seem to be so grumpy. The next day itself, she starts her investigation. She captures everything in her camera. Well, how could it be that he does not create any problem? As soon as Iran is having food, our hero was looking at her with a lot of love. Now he had to note down everything. The assistant says, "You are paying too much attention to this girl," and our hero completely ignores her words. Now the same girl, because of whose misbehavior he had given bad reviews, comes to apologize to Iran and says, "Please forgive me." Now in the next scene, we are shown Iran sitting in the office. The assistant was asking her to help in choosing the music theme. Here she puts a condition in front. "If you are ready to reinstate the girl whom you had fired, then it is okay. I will definitely agree to help you." Well then, finally, he hired that girl back on the job. Now another boy enters in the story, whose name is Lin Yu. He is a childhood friend of Iran. He had come back from abroad after a long time. Now, by mistake, he thinks a girl to be his driver and starts keeping his luggage in her car. After that, he realized his mistake. Well, this girl is none other than Ling. She picked up his luggage and threw it outside. She also gets very angry at him. On the other hand, Iran and Xiaomu have now come to listen to the music theme. Here on hearing the music, she was feeling very sleepy, and our hero is trying to wake her up again and again. Although she was not paying any attention to this at all, still as soon as everything is over, she starts clapping. Wow, everything was very good. Now on the insistence of a lady, they had to click pictures together. On returning from here, he feels very hungry. So she had brought him to her favorite places to feed him, and he really likes coming here. He asks her, "I had never thought that I would ever get a chance to eat at this place." During the conversation, she started telling him about her family, how my dad used to bring a home restaurant. When we had a lot of guests, we used to come to this restaurant, and the chef was my dad's friend and used to cook together. Everyone used to enjoy the food here. Here our hero has got a lot of inspiration. Next, he had made similar arrangements in his own hotel. Seeing the arrangements, the entire staff also seemed happy. They happily started doing whatever he had told them to do. After that, a girl comes to Iran crying, "How my condition got worse because of using a product. He is not even taking it back." She gets an idea that the girl who was misbehaving earlier, she clicked her photo and put it in bad reviews. She says, "See how they will return the money for your product." Seeing this, the girl gets happy and says, "Wow, you are an expert in helping people in work." Now we see a grandfather who is trying to go in the lift with so much luggage. Just then a girl comes and immediately closes the lift door. And thankfully, our cute heroine, Iran, reached this grandfather at the last moment. She immediately helps him, and he became very happy. Then she comes straight to her grandmother to tell her, "Do you know that I have got my dream job? I am very happy." Grandmother was also getting happy in her happiness. Grandmother is so sweet that the money that she had saved, she keeps it in her pocket. She started giving it to her granddaughter. "You can spend it whenever you want." On the other side, we are shown Lin Yu, who had come to visit a place. Actually, Lin Yu is a childhood friend of Iran, and after coming back from abroad, he was trying every possible way to find out about Iran and where she is. She thinks, "I will definitely meet her." Now we see Iran, who has come to the same place and remembers her childhood memories, but both of them are not able to see each other. After that, when she returns to the hotel, she sees that Xiaomu is waiting for her to come to the hotel, and seeing this, she gets very happy. Then he asks her whether she has thought about dating or not. She was shocked to hear this and asks, "Why are you asking me such a question?" He tells her, I have to go to a party and I need a partner, so will you pretend to be my girlfriend? But she clearly refuses that this is not possible. On the other hand, Lin Yu comes to know through her assistant that the client with whom he is to start the project is none other than the same girl Ling whom he had mistakenly considered her driver. Then we see that an uncle was pleading in the hotel for a long time. My health is deteriorating, will you people bring me medicines? But here no medicines were allowed, so the staff refuses to bring medicine. Now, as soon as Iran came to know, she immediately went to get medicines to help him. She had run away from there, and Xiao Mu also sees her leaving from here and thinks, what happened to her? Where is she running away suddenly? She finally took those medicines. Actually, her father also died due to a heart attack, and she did not want that. Just like her father, how should another person's life be lost? Now she brings the medicines and gives them to that person. That person started saying, in a hurry, you forgot to take the money. You can take whatever amount you have spent for me. So she takes her full amount, and here a boy who was clicking pictures accidentally clicks her photo as well. Now, as soon as Lin Yu came to know that Iran is staying in this hotel for stay, he immediately reaches there, and a staff girl from here had fallen in love with him, thinking that he is very handsome. Well, Lin Yu was getting very happy that finally he finds Iran. Here he had ordered a puzzle box, and after asking someone, he had sent it to Iran's room. She is surprised. Who could have given me this puzzle box? She thinks surely the whole thing is not done by anyone else but by Xiao Mu. I will go and talk to him right now. Now she comes to Xiao Mu and comes to know that actually Xiao Mu has not sent her any gift. After that, when they're about to leave from here, they come to know that both of them are locked in this basement, and the batteries of their phones were also dead. So tonight they had to stay here together. Now, due to darkness, by mistake he hit her on the head, and later she comes to catch him and blow him up. He immediately pushes her aside, saying, the injury is on my forehead and not in the eyes. Then they sit down after lighting a candle. As soon as Iran mentions rats, he looks very scared. Actually, he is scared of rats, and he enjoys scaring them even more. Next day, as soon as the staff comes and opens the basement door, they are shocked to see their boss sleeping with a girl. She immediately gets up and starts hiding her face, and Xiao Mu tells them not to tell this news to anyone, and he leaves from there. But now the staff comes to know, and how could this news not spread in the whole city? Then the news spreads like fire. The assistant also started asking the boss here, by the way, I have heard that you have a wife and children too. Why did you not tell me about this? On hearing this, our hero says, it seems you have some misunderstanding. I am not even married yet. Then from where did my wife and children come? He says, mind your own business. After that, as soon as Iran sees Xiao Mu, she tries to avoid him, but it was not possible for her to do so. After that, even in meetings, Xiao Mu is seeing only and only Iran everywhere. Now, this means whether or not he was already attracted to Iran. On the other hand, she was trying her best to avoid Xiao Mu's attention. After that, through a colleague, she came to know that these days rumors are spread in the hotel that the boss has a wife and 2 kids. She was angry that the boss must have spread this news, and how can he think like this about me? We will get married and even have 2 kids? Seeing her going angrily, Xiao Mu also started following her, saying, what happened to Iran? After that, he quickly gave her a lift. Anyway, she also came and sat in his car and started saying, look, stop spreading rumors against us. When did we get married and have 2 kids? Nothing like this has happened. Now he says, it seems you have had some misunderstanding. Well, at the same time, he also assures that all the rumors that have been spread against us will soon come to an end. You don't need to worry. I will clear everything. Her anger was still not subsiding. Now, when her seatbelt is not opening, Xiao Mu comes to help her, and both of them became very close. As soon as her heartbeat gets fast, she runs away from there. Actually, she was going to give an interview at a place. On the other hand, we see Lin Yu, who has come to Ling to talk about the project, but Ling shows a lot of tantrums and starts saying, you are still following me. While on the other side, the boss of the place where Iran had come for the interview seems very strange to her. He was not only scolding other employees for doing their work wrongly, but she also starts having flirts. She gets angry that she doesn't want to work here, and she teases him like this and leaves from there. Now Ling Madam came to know that he was not following her, rather, he has come to talk about the project. Now her mood becomes a little better, but now Lin Yu also refused that he does not have to sign any contract with her. After that, we see that after a lot of searching, Lin Yu meets Iran. Now, as soon as she came to know that this is Lin Yu, who is her childhood friend, and he has come to meet her after such a long time, her happiness knows no bounds. Both of them started remembering their past memories. Next day, we are shown a scene of a party where a cunning girl had also come who first tries to approach Lin Yu because he is very handsome, but he rejects them and goes straight to Iran. Seeing this, the girl gets very angry. How dare he ignore me? As soon as Iran goes to the side, these girls got a chance to tease her. But doing this, a piece of cake falls on her clothes. She started to vent out all her anger on Iran and even made her fall down. Well, she was not going to tolerate this. She also threw a glass of drink on her face. Now, whatever fighting was going on here, the assistant came and informed Xiaomu. Before this girl could spill the drink on Iran, just then Xiaomu came and protected her. Now the water had got on his whole face. As soon as Iran tries to clean his eyes, everyone got to know about his dark circles. Now, because of staying awake day and night, there were light spots around her eyes. Seeing these dark circles, he gets very worried that since so long I was roaming around looking perfect in front of everyone. Now what will all the employees think about me? Now, because of Iran, his dark circles were exposed in front of everyone. On top of that, a staff member comes and shows him a photo and says, "Do you know how Iran was trying to take money from a customer?" Now, after that, Iran also comes to him and starts apologizing to him. "I accept that I've made a lot of mistakes, so please forgive me. Such mistakes will not be made in future." But he had ended his contract with her, and no one is ready to listen to anything. He starts telling her to go away from here. She also leaves angrily, saying, "I also do not want to see your face in future." Only after she leaves, Xiaomu sees what she had written on the pages. He sees that on one of the pages it is written, "Thank you for forgiving me." Seeing all this, he was feeling bad that she was sure that I will forgive her, and look, I did not forgive her. He thinks that now Iran must be very angry with me. Now, as she was leaving from here, after packing her things, a truck was about to hit her. Now Xiaomu also came behind her. Before he could run and help her, Lin Yu had come and helped Iran. Seeing this, Xiaomu's face was worth seeing. After that, Iran told Lin Yu everything. How that grumpy boss did not listen to me at all and fired me from the job. Now here the poor girl was looking very sad, so Lin Yu started consoling her, saying, "Don't worry, I am sure that very soon you will get a good job." After that, instead of going home, she came straight to grandmother to stay for the night. But now, since no one is allowed to sleep near a patient, she is not allowed to sleep near her. Here she had to face scolding from the nurse. Next day, we see Xiaomu, who has come to sign a contract. After that, he comes to know that with whom he had to sign his project was none other than Lin Yu. Now he was feeling jealous that after all he had seen, he ran with him last night. Now Lin Yu puts this condition that if you want to sign the project with me, then for that you will have to reinstate Iran in the job. If you do this, then I have no objection. I will sign the contract with you. But Xiaomu is still angry. Why is he taking her side so much? There must be something between these two. So he immediately refuses. I am not going to reinstate her at all. If you do not want to sign the contract with me, then don't do it. It does not matter to me. After that, we see that the same uncle whom Iran had helped in getting the medicines is today thanking Xiaomu a lot. Your staff is very good. If that girl had not helped me, then I don't know if I would have been alive today. Now, after hearing all this, Xiaomu is feeling guilty that he fired her from the job for no reason. Although she used to help a lot here, he must have seen all the evidences in the CCTV camera. After that, he calls her many times, but she is not going to pick up his calls. Then we see that she comes for a part-time job, but no one likes any of her work. Today, she is again fired from the job. The poor girl had come to deliver at some place. Then her eyes fall on an employee who had fought with her owner outside the shop and left after finishing the job. Now she comes again to talk to him. "Can I work at your place?" Then he immediately agreed. But after some time, Iran realized very quickly why that girl left in anger, because this boss was a #1 flirter, meaning he was looking for an excuse to touch her. And our hero, standing far away, was also watching all this. He had actually come to talk to Iran and apologize to her. Now her sales were not getting any better, so he hired some girls and told them to go and not only take drinks from Iran but also gave him a muffler because he must be feeling cold. And very soon he was caught. How he was secretly keeping an eye on her. Anyway, even now she had not forgiven him. After that, she also shares all the other things with her bestie. She is so angry at him. Now the next day, Xiao Mu came to her shop as a customer. Then her boss was misbehaving with her. Then Xiao Mu, who is noticing all this, cannot tolerate it. He comes and slaps him and throws some money on his face, saying, "Look, there is no need to trouble her from now on. Whatever salary you had given in advance here is yours." Now he takes her and takes her out. She says, "You should go from here. I do not want to talk to you." However, he apologizes, saying, "I accept it as my mistake and I fired you from the job without any reason." But she is not going to forgive him. Now, as soon as he leaves from there, she turns back and looks at him, saying, "Could he not have stayed here for a little while and apologized to me?" This means that he is not at all sincere to apologize to me. Now, as soon as she is going in the bus, some girls say to her, "Look, there is a boy apologizing. Is he your boyfriend?" Well, it is none other than our hero, who is repeatedly apologizing by showing the pages written by Iran. He is saying, "There will be no mistake in future. Can you come back to work?" Well, now he was apologizing to her with so much sincerity that she also has to forgive him. On the other hand, we are shown Lin Yu, who had signed his contract with Ling. After all, a signal deal is finalized between them. Let's see how they fall for each other. After that, we are shown a scene of the hotel, where an old man was looking out of his element. He wanted a hot spot in a 5-star hotel, and everyone was saying, "Look, it is not included in our menu here. So, how can we get it for you?" To handle this situation, Iran enters there, who has now returned to her job. Seeing Iran in front of them, that she has come to work again, their faces light up with happiness. After that, we see that Ling was not going to leave Xiaomu so easily. So she came to meet him again with some excuse. Here, Xiaomu knew that her contract has been signed with Lin Yu, so he tells her, "Do you know that your hotel is not so valuable? Look, one of your clients has come to stay at our place instead of staying in your hotel." Hearing this, she gets very angry. After that, she gets out her anger on Lin Yu, saying, "You had come to Xiaomu's hotel to say that you could have come to our hotel, but why are you staying here?" In the next scene, we see that another customer of theirs who was probably cheated by his girlfriend, and he is trying to commit suicide here. In order to save him, Iren also started making up a story. She says, "Yes, the boy whom I liked turned out to be not only married, but he also has 2 children. This means that, like you, I should also jump from here and die." Now she tries to dissuade him with some kind of talk. Now this guy has given up on the plan he had made to commit suicide. And while watching this, Xiaomu also entered from above. He started scolding her. "Whenever I see you, you keep doing some or the other mess. I don't know why you don't follow the rules here." Anyway, his words have no effect on her. Later, she started getting angry and saying everything to Lin Yu. "Whenever I think of helping Xiaomu or solving all the problems of his hotel, instead of appreciating me, he just gets angry." Well, after some time, Xiaomu also realized his mistake and he came to apologize to her and also said, "I know that your service is not good at all, so I have decided to choose a trainer for you." Along with this, he also arranged another place for her to stay. Suddenly, her hand gets hurt here. Now Xiaomu got a chance to take care of her, and this gesture is liked by Iran a lot. Now, in the room that he had selected for her, they also get to see fireworks. It is a very beautiful scene here. Next, we see that her trainer was very strict and a very grumpy lady. The poor lady does not even get time to eat food. Now she has to do her work even while eating. Seeing this, Xiaomu comes and says, "I have noticed that you are working very hard, so why not have lunch on my behalf today?" She refuses him clearly. She was angry. "See how he has put all the work on me." Now, to refresh her mood, all her colleagues come and introduce her to a person who works in security here, and this uncle is very nice. They all enjoy a lot together. Now, after that, even in her dreams, she started seeing only Xiaomu, who comes and says, "Look like me, you too have dark circles around her eyes." After seeing this dream, this poor girl got very scared. "No, I will ask him to not give me so much work." Next day, when she reached his office, she was getting a little angry. Why is this guy so perfect? Listening to this, Xiaomu also comes from behind and asks, "What were you blabbering just now?" After that, he also started telling her to serve himself and said, "I also want to see to what extent your training is going right." And again, he finds some flaw in her work. She also leaves angrily from there. Then here a French man enters. Now she did not know how to speak French, but she just keeps answering yes to his every question. And when he asks her if she'll be my girlfriend, she also says yes. Now she was not able to understand French. Seeing this, Xiaomu came from above, and he tells that person no, she already has a boyfriend. Then he catches her and takes her aside and says, "It is not right to say yes to every question." Then he asked her to meet him at night and said, "He will come and check your private services." Now she is trying to understand that the boss's intentions are looking wrong. "Well, it is okay, I will teach him a lesson." Now, as soon as he comes to meet her, she starts flirting with him, and in this process, she hurts the boss at such a place that it was difficult for him to even move. Now, after that, she understands that the boss was not talking about private service, but it was something else. The poor girl feels very embarrassed. Now it was difficult to walk for our hero. He is saying this girl is beyond my understanding. Later, Xiaomu gets an invitation card, so she asks Iran to go there instead of him and says, "Don't forget to keep giving me every minute information." Then she also agreed. Okay. Now, in the next scene, she is shown in the party. Now, whatever activities were happening here, she keeps clicking pictures and sending them to her boss, and coincidentally, she met Lin Yu as well. She was surprised to see him. Now, here we see Ling, who has come for the business meeting. The poor girl sits down wearing high heels and tired, then Xiaomu comes watching her. Well, how could he leave her alone? Seeing her condition, he tells her to come with him, but she refuses to go, saying, "Some games are starting now, and I am not going to move from here without playing them." On hearing her refusal, he became very hyper. Well, she was not going to agree, so he has to agree. Now, as soon as she was going, her eyes fall on Ling. Now Ling is thinking, so Xiaomu is ignoring me because of this girl. She thinks in her mind, I will not forgive them at all. Then the games had started like they are asked to become a couple. Then Iran comes on the stage holding Lin Yu's hand. Then Xiaomu also came behind her because he was feeling jealous. Now Ling also enters behind them, so in this way 2 pairs of them were formed. Now they start playing games. There was a bandage on their eyes, so here both of them beat each other and make a mess. Then in the next scene, these 4 also came to eat food. Now as soon as Xiaomu notices how Lin Yu is serving food to Iran, he started feeling jealous, and he got up and started giving her food himself. Now suddenly his dark circles also appeared. This was to be seen, then he immediately takes her to the side. After that, Iran had covered her dark circles along with saying thank you to him. As soon as he says, "Come, I will drop you home," but she refuses, saying there is no need. She says, "Look, today I had to play games, and because of you, everything got spoiled. So if you really want me to drop me home, then you'll have to come with me on the bus today." He also agrees. Okay, as you were saying. Here Lin Yu's condition worsens. While Ling's face was also gloomy. Why Xiaomu has been ignoring me since so long because of that girl. And from their talks, we also come to know that Lin Yu has also been liking Iran since childhood. But he is thinking that very soon I will confess my feelings to her. Maybe she will accept me. Now our hero also comes in the bus before he falls down, and Iran catches him. Well, they had finally got a seat to sit. Here he falls asleep while listening to the song. As soon as she puts her hand from behind, Xiaomu likes this gesture of her very much. But both of them had fallen asleep, and both of them had come way ahead of their stop. Then she was getting angry. All this happened because of you. On top of that, it was difficult for her to walk because she was wearing heels. Somehow Xiaomu had arranged a small car for her, and he himself drove it, and then he started taking her. Here she also appreciates him. I like your attitude a lot. Instead of being grumpy, you should always be sweet like this. Now, because of the antics that Ling had done after getting drunk, Lin Yu had to tie her up. The poor guy even got slapped for no reason. In the next scene, everyone in the hotel started seeing a ghost, and slowly, these things spread in the whole hotel. Everyone started spreading rumors. This hotel is definitely on top of a graveyard. Now, they tell all these things to Iran as well. Later, Ran had gone to the side for some work, and there she notices that a guy is misbehaving with this French person. Then she taught him a good lesson, and this French man likes this thing very much. Well, gradually, those ghost rumors started increasing a lot. Now, whenever any small work happens, everyone gets scared. He must have been haunted, and because of this, the reputation of their hotel also went down a lot. After that, before leaving from here, the Frenchman does not forget to praise Iran in front of Xiaomu. See, he helped me so much. Now, as he tries to hug Iran, Xiaomu comes from the front feeling jealous. Well, after that, he also came to know that these ghost rumors are spreading in the hotel these days. He tells everyone to stay away from all these things when there is no such thing as ghosts. How can you people say such things? Well, here Iran notices that Xiaomu has a lot of pain in her back, and now he wants to get a massage done, and he needs only Iran. Now, as he comes to know through the assistant that Iran has gone to her friend's room today, he got very angry. At this time, her job is to do her duty, and how can she think of going to meet her friend? Now we see Iran with Lin Yu, where he had definitely decided to confess his feelings to her. He had made a lot of arrangements, but she had understood all this, but she did not want such things. She did not have any feelings for him in her heart, so she reacts as if all these things did not affect her. And while seeing this, Xiaomu also came from above and said, "What are you doing here at this time? You should do your duty, right?" And he, holding her hand, went to the side. Now, while going from here, suddenly they started hearing some noises from a room. As soon as they went ahead and looked, a man was sleeping. At first, they got scared. Actually, this man used to work in this hotel earlier. Due to some reason, he was fired. There was no other place to stay, so he secretly came here to stay. Xiaomu tries to catch him, but he runs away from there. He had to save his reputation somehow. So today, finally, he calls Ling to meet him, and Ling gets a misunderstanding that finally he has realized his feelings, and he will confess his love to me. Now, as soon as he talks about work with Ling, all the hopes of Ling are shattered. She had thought of taking revenge from him, that he has rejected me. So I will not forgive him at all. Well, she blames Iran for everything and says that he is not focusing on me because of that girl. On the other hand, Lin Yu first confesses his love to her, but Iran says, "Look, I only consider you as my brother. Otherwise, nothing like this can happen between us." Then he says, No, I was just practicing. Actually, I like some other girl." Then she asks him, "Okay, tell me then, whom do you like?" He says, "I like Ling. I was just practicing in front of you, how to confess my feelings to her." Now here in the lift, suddenly Ling's eyes fell on the same girl from the bus. The poor girl got scared and runs away. As soon as they see how Ling is running away, she immediately starts telling Lin Yu to follow her and says, "In this situation, you should support her and see how she falls in love with you." Now, as soon as she sees that the same ghost girl is sitting in a corner, she comes to talk to her. Actually, she was not a ghost, but the daughter of a customer. Her mother is very busy, so she wanted her attention, and just to find her, she used to come out in the daytime. Although her hair is not tied up, her mother does not pay any attention to her at all. Anyway, she then brings her to feed her and says, "You can take whatever you want." And she selects mango cake. After eating, which her condition worsened. Now her mother also came, and everyone started taking her to the hospital. Even after that, Xiaomu also followed them. Now, as soon as Ling came to know about this news, it was time for her to take revenge from Iran. She wanted to send Iran out of Xiaomu's company. So she decides that now I will spread rumors that not only are there ghosts in their hotel, even they do not care at all about their customers, and that how a life is in danger because of their employee. Well, the doctor says there is no danger right now, but you people knew that she is allergic to mangoes. Still, what was the need to feed her that cake? On the other hand, the poor girl sits very worried that she does not know how that little girl would be. Xiaomu had gone, but he did not take her here. Then Lin Yu also comes to know about this news, and he comes to console her. He tells her not to worry. Everything will be fine very soon. After that, two persons enter the hospital who are not sent by anyone else but Ling. Actually, she wanted that somehow this lady should file a case against Iran for putting her daughter's life in danger. Only after which she will learn a lesson, meaning she will resign from the company herself, or she will be fired from the company. This is the whole plan of Ling, that only in this way she can get rid of Iran's life. Only then will she get a chance to get close to Xiaomu. Now seeing all these situations, Xiaomu also gets very worried. After that, Iran herself had sent the resignation letter through his friends. Xiaomu comes to this lady to talk. Look, this is not such a big issue as you are making it out to be. Try to understand our point. She did not know that your daughter is allergic to mangoes. But this lady was just showing her tantrums. Then after Xiaomu leaves, her daughter tells her, Mom, actually all the fault is mine. I just wanted your attention. I knew that you never let me eat mangoes, so I thought, what is the harm in trying it once? Although that lady has no fault in it, I had chosen that mango cake and I spoiled my health also, so that you will feel for me. At least now you will spend time with me only. That lady was surprised to hear this. It means it is not Iran's fault. I am getting hyper for no reason. The next day, Iran can't tolerate it. She herself comes to ask about the well-being of this little girl. Here the little girl also started apologizing. Because of me, you have to bear so much trouble. But she says, it is okay, you are fine, what more can happen than this? Now all this was heard by Mom standing behind. Then she immediately calls the same two persons and says, I do not want to show off anyone, so whatever case you are talking about, I am not in favor of it at all, and whatever reports you have given to the media, you should take them back. I do not want to say anything to anyone. Now finally this issue of theirs was resolved. In this way now she is shown again in the company. Here her bonus was also increased by our hero, and seeing this, Iran's happiness knows no bounds. After a while, she comes to know that her grandmother has left the nursing home. She was very scared. Where could she have gone? She sets out to find her, and finally, while clashing her eyes, fell on her grandmother, and she hugs her back and gets emotional. Xiaomu was also watching this whole scene. Actually, as soon as he came to know that Iran's grandmother has gone missing, he also came after her to find her. Now, although grandmother did not remember anything, but she remembered that her granddaughter liked dumplings, so she made them herself. Here she is telling Xiaomu about her grandmother. She is not my biological grandmother, but my dad himself brought her home. Actually, there was no one to support her. She loves me more than my grandmother. Now, after the death of my father, I was completely alone. It was only this grandmother who supported me. Now, whether we eat once or not, we used to spend time together. She has supported me in every difficult moment. Now, see how much her health has deteriorated. I just pray that she gets well soon, and I spend my life with her. Seeing her upset, he started consoling her. After listening to her words, Xiaomu remembered his mom and how she loved him so much, and suddenly one day she left him and his dad and went away. Actually, she died in an accident. He became very lonely then. Well, he is happy with the fact that even if he doesn't have his mom, at least he has Iran to take care of him. Here, Iran had become very drunk. Now it would have become difficult for Xiaomu to handle her. He wanted to take her to her room, but she clearly refuses. Not at all, I will stay in Xiaomu's room tonight. As soon as she came to his room, she hugged him and slept there itself. Then, with great love, he made her lie down on his bed. Now, as soon as she opens her eyes the next day, she is surprised to see herself in Xiaomu's room, and the funny thing is that whatever she did after getting drunk last night, she does not remember anything. As soon as Xiaomu came from upstairs, she ran away from there feeling embarrassed. Now, Iran's friends had gathered around her. They ask her, tell us the truth, what is going on between you and the boss? Last night you were insisting so much that you have to sleep only in his room. Now she assures them there is nothing like that as you are thinking. Next day, she reached Xiaomu's office. Now here Xiaomu wanted to hear that maybe she remembers something that she did last night, but she is clearly denying that she doesn't remember anything, and now she has even refused to accept her mistake. This is what angers Xiaomu the most. How can she forget such a big thing? In the meeting, a project which was very tough was assigned to Iran only, and after seeing all this, she was not able to understand anything. She feels that she is missing out on something very big, and she has to find out about it at any cost. Then the next day, she came to the security uncle and gave him a little bribe, and then she also saw it in the camera. Actually, when Xiaomu was taking her in the lift, he kissed her, and now she feels good seeing this because feelings for Xiaomu had developed in her heart too. Now we see Lin Yu. He was sitting like a poor lover. She thinks, I thought that since my childhood till today I have liked Iran, and look, she only considers me as her younger brother. Then the next day, when she comes to talk to Xiaomu, then she thinks, maybe I myself must have told Xiaomu to kiss me, that is why she did it. But no words are coming out of her mouth, and this poor guy is thinking in his mind, if you have come to talk to me, then why don't you say it? Why are you standing silent like this? Despite gathering a lot of courage, she doesn't say anything, and then immediately she leaves from there. Now the next day they are shown sitting near Uncle, who is telling his love story to all these colleagues. He also tells that he also had a pretty wife who probably got lost. I am working in this hotel because maybe one day I will meet her. Now after telling all these things he gets sad, and all of them started cheering him saying, Uncle, don't worry, one day you will definitely get your wife. And on hearing this he becomes happy. Then we're shown an astrologer, whose name is Lily. On seeing her, the receptionist standing there was very happy. Now, actually Lily is also looking for a partner for herself. As soon as she saw Xiaomu's face, she fell in love with him at first sight. After all, our hero was very handsome. Today, coincidentally, these four met while eating. Now they also come and sit on one table. Now here Xiaomu came to know with whom Iran gets along better because he is her childhood friend. Well, on seeing both of them together, he feels very jealous. Now, in the course of conversation, Ling also tells Iran, actually, just like you both are friends, we have also spent our childhood together. I have known Xiaomu for a long time. Hearing this, the poor girl is in a bad state. As soon as she left from there, Xiaomu also followed her. After that, Lily calls Xiaomu to her room on an excuse. My earring is lost. Will you find it and give it to me? Actually, it is in her hand. This was just an excuse. Now, as soon as he reached her room, she hugs him from behind. And Iran had also seen this scene. Coming in jealousy, she kicked Lily with one leg and threw her on the side. Guys, how would you like this? Please tell us now in the comments. Now, taking her, Xiaomu goes from there. She was feeling jealous. As soon as Xiaomu comes to know about this, his happiness knows no bounds. It means that like Xiaomu, she too has developed feelings for him. After that, because of that tough project that Xiaomu has given her, the poor girl is not able to sleep the whole night. Today, she came to Xiaomu's house to exchange some contracts. When Xiaomu opens the door, he sees that Iran is sleeping right here, leaning against the door. Anyway, he had allowed her to sleep in his own apartment. Now she feels a little embarrassed. What would the boss think of her? As she was leaving from there, Xiaomu stops her here for food and says, I have specially made it for you. So, eat it before leaving. She likes the way he was taking care of her. Anyway, after a lot of thinking, Xiaomu confessed his love for Iran. Hearing this, she was also overjoyed. She herself liked him. Here he is not able to control his emotions, and they both end up kissing. On the other hand, we see Ling and Lin Yu. Here Lin Yu asks Ling about the definition of love, which she did not know anything about. Actually, she was only attracted to Xiaomu. She did not have feelings for him in her heart, meaning not the kind of love people have for each other. He then started telling her the definition of love. When you come close to him, you will see that your heartbeat will become fast. Now, as soon as Lin Yu comes close to her, Ling's heartbeat definitely became fast. She gets drunk and tunes out, so he had to handle her. She not only started pulling Lin Yu's cheeks forcefully, but she even kissed him. After which, she fainted. He then himself picks her up and brings her to his apartment because he did not know where she lives. The next day, Xiaomu asks the manager to prepare a nice breakfast and sends it to Iran's room. And seeing this, Iran gets very happy, and then she thinks of a prank. Now, as they were going through the corridor, she gives him a note on which she had written bad reviews, and seeing this, Xiaomu started smiling. On the other hand, as soon as Ling opens her eyes, she was surprised. Firstly, she did not remember what happened last night. Now, as soon as she sees Lin Yu in her room, she starts getting angry at him. What are you doing here? She gets angry especially when she notices that Lin Yu has shown some of her craftsmanship on her face. As soon as Xiaomu tries to get close to Iran in the hotel, an employee comes. Now he scolds her and leaves from there. Next, we are shown Xiaomu's dad, who is the chairman of this hotel and finally came back from abroad. Now he likes Ling very much and wants that his son should take care of her and should get married, but he is not at all interested in her. He had even invited these two for dinner. Now, when they were talking about their marriage, he got angry with his dad and left from there saying that he did not want to marry her. Now, Lin Yu had told her that if you close the person you like, your heartbeat will start to get faster. So Ling wanted to close him and experience all this. But it did not work. Now, seeing all this, Ran feels jealous. She was getting very angry. Then, to cool down her anger, she goes to grandmother, seeing whom her mood becomes very good. On the other hand, Dad is about to leave after having some important discussion with his assistant. Here, before he smokes, Ran comes and tells him, all this is not allowed in the hotel. What will the other customers think after seeing you? Here she did not know that he is Xiaomu's dad and the chairman of this hotel. Now, seeing all this, Xiaomu comes from above, who sends her aside. Now Dad realizes that this girl is definitely special for my son. Maybe he likes her. Then he says, fire this girl from the job right now. But Xiaomu is refusing. If you have to fire her, then you can remove me from this hotel, but I will not make such a mistake at all. After some time, Xiaomu comes to know through his colleague that there is a guy who is misbehaving with our boss. She thinks that he must be the same grumpy old customer. She came to fight with him with a wine bottle, and this scene is my favorite, guys. Now she comes to know that he is the chairman of this hotel and Xiaomu's dad as well. Now the poor girl started feeling very embarrassed. Dad gets very angry with her and he sends her away from there. While leaving from there, suddenly her eyes fall on a couple. Actually, this lady was none other than her mother, who had left her in her childhood. She got married again and see how happy she is today with her own family. This poor girl's heart was broken here. On the other hand, we see that Ling gets very angry with Lin Yu. I went close to Xiaomu to experience what you told me and see I was left feeling embarrassed. You always give me wrong advice. Now, as soon as she notices how her mother is treating her stepsister and taking so much care of her, she feels very bad that she left me, and she does not care about me at all. It is not that in all these years she would have come to ask about her daughter's well-being. After that, when she came to know that the name of the employee here is Ran, she comes and asks her, are you my daughter? You must have recognized me. You have grown so much. Here she is apologizing. I should not have left your dad. Anyway, I have missed you a lot. But Ran was not going to forgive her mom at all. She was so upset. After that, she was about to drink, but Xiaomu stops her. To reduce her stress, he gives her another idea. You can do boxing here as much as you want. You will see that all your frustration will end. While doing all this, she also gets lost in the memories of the past. How Dad had a heart attack only after Mom left, and that was also a part of her life. Remembering all this, she was very sad. Now seeing her getting emotional, Xiaomu hugs her. The idea he had given had been successful to some extent. Her mood had become fresh, and she was thanking Xiaomu for helping her so much. While on the other side, Dad was looking very happy. He had invited Ling's family for dinner today, and he had specially invited Ran to serve them so that she could know that he wanted Xiaomu to marry a good girl and not this poor girl. He was insulting her so much that Xiaomu could not tolerate all this. He went from there holding Ran's hand. Her stepsister is a very cruel girl and was also misbehaving with her. Seeing this, Mom came and slapped her, saying, one should not treat elders like this. After that, it was time for them to leave. She wanted that her daughter should come and meet her once, but she sent Xiaomu in her place. Along with that, there is a box where Mom had written her last letter for her. Her ID card, which was left at home, was sent by Ran to Xiaomu. Mom gets emotional on seeing this. Does this mean that now I will never get a chance to see my daughter? Now humans keep making mistakes. Maybe Mom made such a big mistake for which her return to her daughter was not possible at all. On the other hand, Ran was also crying badly. Now I will never have to see my mom again. Well, on one hand, she was sad because she had waited for so many years that someday Mom will come. I wish she had come earlier. There could have been a hope that she could forgive her. She had already apologized in the letter. If you want, you can forgive me. But she drops this letter down from the building. Just then her eyes fell on Lily, who was probably trying to commit suicide here. Then she goes and stops her. Actually, Lily also had a very terrible past. She loved her boyfriend very much. They had spent very good memories, but He left her one day suddenly. There is no trace of him. Now she had waited a lot for his return, but he did not come. So she thought, why not end her life and let's move on? Now Xiao Mu's face is similar to him. That's why she got attracted to him. But now she could never forget her first boyfriend. On hearing all this, she immediately comes to Xiao Mu and asks him if he will find Lily's boyfriend. Actually, they had spent a very good time in this hotel. Maybe their data can be found. Now she asks Xiao Mu to do some work and he refuses. How could this happen? He ordered the assistant to find that man. In the next scene, the poor Pan, whose only wish was to become a singer and rule over people's hearts, but till date, despite doing so much live streaming, she did not get that fame. This pain is eating her up. She does not know when people will recognize her and her talent. Now here, Iran is consoling her. Don't worry, one day you will definitely become successful in your life. Now finally, Xiao Mu had found Lily's boyfriend. The poor guy had met with an accident after which he was paralyzed, meaning his legs could not work anymore. He also apologizes to her. This was the reason why I could not come to meet you, because I did not know whether you would accept me or not. But she says, even if you had come, I would not have had any objection to this. A person who loves someone has to take care of them. Seeing this sweet couple, there is no limit to their happiness that we have reunited a couple who were separated for a long time. Ran was working very hard for so many days, and Xiao Mu knows everything. He gives her a ticket to a resort and says, you should go there and spend some good time. After that, she had also started packing, and suddenly Lin Yu comes to meet her. As he comes to know that she is going to stay at a resort, so it can be dangerous to be alone, so he himself is going to go with her. As soon as our hero comes to know about this through the assistant, he also feels jealous. Before he goes, their dad sends Ling as well, saying, both of you should spend time well. Now when Iran and Lin Yu had not reached with their luggage, Ling and Xiao Mu had already entered before them. Then somehow these four had to stay at the same place. He is looking for an excuse to get a chance to go to Iran's room, but she was clearly refusing. He also stands outside her room to guard that somehow Lin Yu does not enter her room. Actually, he knew that Lin Yu likes her, so he had made it his mission to not let the two get close. Now they also go for a walk. Here they try to get close to each other, but it was impossible to do so. As they were exercising together, the rain suddenly starts. Now the destiny of both of them was already connected. Both Lin Yu and Ling, while trying to escape from the rain, had reached a tent. And while trying to get out of the tent, the poor guy slipped and fell. Ling immediately comes and helps him. The poor guy's leg was hurt. After that, Ling was massaging him herself. Now, as soon as she sees Iran coming from above, she says, I will help him, and leaves from there. Now Xiao Mu does not like all this. He takes her away from him and himself teaches him a good lesson. How dare you try to close my girlfriend? Well, these four had become good friends by now, while living in the same house. Now Iran and Xiao Mu, both of them liked each other. Ling had guessed this. She herself had also started liking Lin Yu, so she had decided not to interfere between them. Finally, she had returned from that resort and goes to meet grandmother. Iran is carrying a lot of gifts for grandmother as well. Then we see Pan. Today she looks very upset. No matter how much I try, I can't make a place in people's hearts. No one recognizes my talent. She had decided to give up on her dream of becoming a singer. Well, what could poor Iran say here? She is consoling her. Don't worry, you will see very soon. One day you will become successful. She also says, yes, I don't know. She had decided to do just one last live streaming. After that, she has to leave the city as well. In the next scene, we see that a superstar had come to Xiao Mu's hotel to stay. Well, there is a huge rush of her fans here. Xiao Mu himself was also her fan. Now suddenly, while giving a speech today, a billboard was about to fall on her when Xiao Mu came and helped her. While doing this, he gets hurt on his head. As soon as Iran came to know that Xiao Mu has been hospitalized, she comes to meet him. Here she learns through the nurse that he died due to a falling billboard. The poor girl gets very emotional and says, Xiao Mu, how can you leave me like this? We haven't even started our lives yet. Now she realizes that actually the nurse had some misunderstanding. It was someone else who died due to the falling billboard. Xiao Mu is alive and he was injured only, and he told her not to worry about him. He said that he was absolutely fine. Then she feels relieved. Later she learns that actually the superstar had deliberately planned to get herself into an accident. Due to this, their hotel's reputation was also ruined. This lady wanted that after seeing all this my fans will start loving me more. They must be worried about me too. He had shut them down to gain his own reputation. This is what angers Iran the most. She says, "How can you play with other people's lives?" She was worried about Xiao Mu only. Well, the lady says, "How much money will you take to shut down your mouth? You can bid as much as you want." But Iran refuses to take any money. She says, "Money is not the solution to every problem. You should also understand this." Now, whatever the matter was, she comes and tells Xiao Mu. Xiao Mu says, "Whatever had to happen has happened. I don't want to create any further problems." Then, seeing both of them happy, Ling had already left from there. Now, she doesn't feel jealous. She thinks, if they want to live their life of their own choice, they can live it on their own, because now she started liking Lin Yu, and he is her actual love. Now Xiao Mu was discharged from the hospital. Now when he comes back, all the employees are very happy. After that, this superstar also apologizes to Iran. "I have decided to take retirement. Now I do not have the fame that I used to have earlier. Anyway, it is very difficult to maintain stardom." She also tells her, "Yes, we are not going to do any cease on you. You have realized your mistake, and this is enough for us. Our only condition is that next time you will not do such a thing to gain your own fame." She also promises. After that, she leaves from there. On the other hand, we see that Pan also started doing her last live streaming. She started showing her talent in front of everyone. While doing this, she is getting very emotional. Now the poor girl is singing. She did not have that much fan following. After that, she had decided to leave the city. Even her friends, Iran, did not stop her. She says, "If I stop you, then I will become selfish." She says, "You just fulfill your dreams." While leaving from here, she was getting emotional when suddenly she gets a call from Iran who says, "Do you know that the video of your last live streaming has gone viral? Now you have a lot of followers." Now we see that where she used to sing standing alone earlier, seeing so many fans, her happiness knows no bounds. Well, thank God, she has become successful in her life. Next, Iran had called Lin Yu to meet her at the same place where they used to sit and talk in their childhood. Well, she will always remain her friend. Lin Yu is most happy about the fact that if I had confessed my love to her, then she would have rejected me, and it was possible that she would have ended our friendship too. But now there was no such issue. In the next scene, one person is getting angry at the security uncle. "Look, he has tried to steal something from me here. I will not forgive him at all." Now, to satisfy him, Xiao Mu had to fire this uncle. This is what angers Iran the most. She says, "How can Xiao Mu do this to this uncle?" Well, after that, the uncle tells, "Actually, Xiao Mu got me fired on my request. This way, the anger of that customer will cool down, and he will not give any bad reviews anyway. And I had decided to take retirement. I have waited a lot to meet my wife, but now maybe it is not possible to meet her, so I have decided to leave this place. Now you people should not be worried." Now Iran realized her mistake, that she misunderstood Xiao Mu, so she also went to apologize to him. In return, he asks her to give him the massage. She gets angry about this. She massages him in such a way that he will not be asked to do any work from now on. These days, the reputation of the company was going down, so for this reason, Dad had decided to sell his hotel to his own friend, Mr. Lin. Mr. Lin was giving such a huge offer that it was not possible for him to refuse. Now, this Mr. Lin was none other than Lin Yu's dad, and he never seemed happy with his son throughout his life. He said, "Whatever work I ask you to do, don't do it." After that, we see that this poor girl had come to give an interview at a place. She also had a dream that she wanted to work in a good company. She had done her preparations very well, but she was not able to pass the job interview. Then she was looking very upset with this fact that Dad was going to sell his hotel to Mr. Lin. As soon as Xiao Mu came to know about it, he got angry at his dad and said, "How can you think of doing this? You know with how much hard work Mom had dreamt of building a hotel?" You had laid its foundation, and how can you hand it over to someone else? If you do this, then I will never forgive you. Even then, he leaves the hotel and goes away. He directly goes to Iran. He tells her everything and also says, I am very upset, so you will not have to spend tonight with me. Then both of them reach a hotel. First, they were feeling very awkward, and to get rid of this awkwardness, they drink too much. She started encouraging him. How can you get angry with your dad for such a small thing, and you should not lose courage at all? If you want to be successful in life, then you will have to face some failures. I did not expect this from you at all, that you will turn out to be so weak. Here, seeing her cute actions, he is unable to control his emotions, and just then both of them started kissing each other. The next day, as soon as Xiaomu saw Iran, he expressed his happiness to her. Look, I had never thought of it. I never thought that I will find you around me like this in my life. The talks of the night had a great impact on him. So Xiaomu decided that he is not going to give this hotel to Mr. Lin under any circumstances, as he has built it with so much hard work. Whatever it is, I will go and talk to Dad and all the other shareholders. He had prepared a very good plan and shared it with them. Within 3 months, I will make you earn so much profit that you will forget everything. In a way, he had decided to make this hotel more successful. Now, even earlier, he used to work so hard. So all the shareholders said, okay, if you have made up your mind, then we can also give you a chance. And Mr. Lin gets angry on this. Xiaomu's dad had said that you will get this hotel, then why has he not been able to keep his promise till now? Now they need help here for promotion, so they go to Iran. Here he first refuses. How can I do this? Mr. Lin is my dad. If he comes to know, then he will get more angry with me. Now they look angry. Okay, this means that you are not our friend. We do not want to have any friendship with you. After seeing all this, he says, okay, I am ready to help you people. Whatever you want, I will do that now. Then what was it? Then they started getting promotions done for their hotel by telling all the people they knew. Now their reputation was quite good, but they were not able to make as much profit as they wanted. Now seeing him so much upset, Iran started consoling Xiaomu. See, just like you have come in my heart as a light, in the same way you will take the company forward. You will see that one day we would be shown to Dad. On the other side, Dad was attending a party and suddenly gets lost in the memories of his past. Actually, he loved his wife a lot, and it was her dream to make this hotel successful. He laid its foundation on the insistence of his wife. Look, today it has reached this stage. Now, after thinking about all this, he decided that he will neither disappoint his son nor his wife. Now, whatever happens will be seen. He had decided not to give his hotel to Mr. Lin, and suddenly he meets Iran there. She had also come to tell him about Xiaomu. Now, through their conversation, we come to know that when Xiaomu had lost his mother in childhood, Iran had also come to see her mother in the hospital at the same place. Seeing him crying, she gives him one of her stuffed toys. Their destiny was decided since childhood. Now she has reached out to Dad. Please don't ruin Xiaomu's big dream of seeing the hotel successful. Dad was very impressed. Look how much courage this girl has. Although I have told her so many things, but still she has forgotten all those things and has come to talk to me today. Finally, the day had come when it was to be decided whether to give this hotel to Mr. Lin or not. It has gained a lot of profit, and even Dad this time was also going to give it to his son. Seeing that he supports their son, Mr. Lin was very angry. He thinks, it means that he has betrayed me. Now, as he came to know that the one supporting Xiaomu is none other than his own son Lin Yu, he became very angry and thought that he should meet Lin Yu once and then see how he treats him. On the other side, all these friends had come together to celebrate their success. On the other side, Dad had prepared dinner for his son with his own hands and was also telling, I had taught your mom to cook. This food tastes exactly like his mom's. And he was also saying, I have no objection. I have noticed that Iran is a very good girl. You guys can live together. On hearing this, Xiaomu became happy, and here while talking, suddenly Dad's health deteriorated, and Xiaomu was very worried about his dad. On the other hand, Lin Yu's dad arrives to get angry at Lin Yu. You useless boy, instead of supporting your dad, how can you support our rival company? And suddenly his heart started failing here. Now, as soon as he reaches the hospital, he meets his rival too. Xiaomu's dad is laying after him. Now, from their conversation, we come to know that once upon a time, they were also good friends. Now, no matter how many competitors they become on the surface, they were concerned about each other's health. Now, after thinking a lot, Lin confessed his love to Lin Yu, and his happiness knows no bounds. On the other hand, we are shown Yiran and Xiaomu. Then both of them have reached together for dinner. Here she tells him, "I had promised your dad that I have to go abroad for 2 years for training. Will you wait for me?" He says, "Yes, I will do it, but please don't leave me like this." But she says, "No, I have made a promise to your dad, so I have to keep it. Although I know that it is difficult for me to go, but what can I do? Otherwise your dad will get angry." After that, she goes straight to grandmother and tells her to take care of herself. Her heart did not want it at all, but what can she do? And here, as she introduces her boyfriend, grandmother was very happy. She starts telling her, "Go, don't worry, I can take care of myself." Now all the employees also look sad. Will Yiran leave us and go? Now the person who comes to drop her to the airport was none other than our hero. Seeing him, she hugs him. He starts telling her, "We both will stay in touch with each other, and I can wait for 2 years till you come." Now they are long-distance lovers. Xiaomu had already formed a relationship with each other. Because of this, he takes great care of her grandmother. Now suddenly one day Lin Yu and Ling came to give him their wedding card. Seeing this, he became very jealous and thought, "Look, I am sitting here waiting for my future wife to come. I don't know when she will come." And just like this, 2 years passed, and finally our cute heroine entered here. She comes directly, wearing a wedding dress. She had waited a lot, and now in front of everyone she proposes him for marriage and makes Xiaomu wear a beautiful ring. Now Xiaomu, who had already kept the ring ready, makes her wear it. Obviously, no one here had any objection to their marriage. So how could they wait more? And then they kiss. Now, finally, after facing a lot of hardships, they found each other's love. In the next scene, we see the scene of their honeymoon where both of them were looking very happy, and with this happy moment, our drama ends here. How would you like this drama, and which was your favorite character? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for watching more dramas like this.